It's been a hot minute. It's already the new year. My gosh. Yeah, so last time we left, we did some investigation. We're on episode 2. Someone killed our chief, Mia, and someone pinned Maya on that murder. So we're gonna start the trial now after we did some digging and with the witness and the hotel. So yeah, let's save Maya's butt and hopefully this goes well. September 7, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 1. Oh look, it's Edgeworth! Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. It's Edgeworth! It's Edgy! The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. It's Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir! My name is Detective Gumshoe, sir! I am the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir! Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here, and the cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue? Floor plans added to the court records, sorry. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I heard hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony, Maya Fay's arrest. Maya Fay? Maya Fay. I think Maya sounds a little bit better. Anyway. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why, she had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. At the very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I could not see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What is this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works lots of times. Heh. I should have expected from Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. So, we are... we're gonna press. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You did say it. Exactly what about this suspicious pink woman claimed has hard evidence? What? My Miss May isn't suspicious and she's sure isn't pink, pal. I'm pretty sure she's pink. Well, I guess she is pink. There we go. Yep. Oh, Gumshoe. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? Yes, pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Round 2. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, it said the word Maya, written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm really embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Examine my... Allow show rest of victim. I don't remember. Let me press this. Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. The lab test showed the victims, and there was blood on the victim's finger. Oops, 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 oops. B. I just... ha 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 ha. B, 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 B. But it says the death was instantaneous. Can I not present this? Detective Gumshoe, I do get a lot of cases where the victim actually write the... Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually write the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Oh, let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I have been heard of many cases, no. Do you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal.
Objection!
Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. No. Order, order. That didn't go as well. That's right. What he said. His whole whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction there somewhere. Let's find it. I'm already dead. I want to present this thing. Can I not present? Can I not present this? Oh, I can't. When? Oh, I just didn't press Y.
Objection!
There we go. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, isn't it? Is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could have not written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately couldn't have had the time to write down anything down. Sorry. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when did you exactly obtain that autopsy report? What? When? I think it was the day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. Huh? What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility that the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it is quite easy to imagine that the victim didn't have time to write Maya. That is all. Ew, the bow. I hate that. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you should have. You'd deuce. You'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts this evidence. Maya's died from a blow by a blunt object. She may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests that the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Oh, I'm so excited. Let the witness, Miss April May. I just realized her name has 2 months in it. January, February, March, April. I hate it here. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Got her. Witness, your name, please. April May. At your service. Wink. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate her so much. She's so gross. She's so cringe. She's so cringe, guys. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. Oops. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Yeah, winking. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. He's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5 when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. See? I hate it here. I hate her so much. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from Fay & Co. Loft, is this? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Have chocolate. Hold up. Witness's account. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. I hate it here. The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. I hate her so much. Well, Your Honor, I see. This is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Judge! Bad judge! Right, Mr. Wright. I understand you were Miss Mia's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey! How dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah, I am. I'll gladly proceed with the... prosecute. No, sorry. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edward doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Who saw a woman home here being attacked? The one attacking was the mouse in the defendant's chair. The woman like dodged to one side and ran away. They both have long hair, though.
Hold it!
She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony.
Hold it!
Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why? What? Why did you look at the window? You were expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? I can't. Okay. I sort of, you know, had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. I think I have to go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have a reason to look out your window that time of night.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! The poor girl. Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window and what next did you see?
Hold it!
The woman with long hair, was that Maya Fey? Slender, sort of, well... Some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her?
Hold it!
How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short girlish figure. Testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. That you really didn't. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Eek! No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And no, I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from a normal one to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say about that, Miss May? Roar! You're just trying to say... What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all that trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like you to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. Sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything, I did! The victim... The woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I did see it. I did. And that clock, how did she know it was a clock? That kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think? Well, I think the accuracy of the... does the accuracy of my report not start healing? I don't want to read her words anymore. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. What the thing is... Just a second. Let me drink some water. Well, she hit her with that weapon. How do you know that, though? A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now is quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said this is a statue of the thinker, was a clock. But there's no way knowing that by looking at it. Another person in the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh,
Objection!
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. Will you withdraw your question, Mr. Wright?
Objection!
Your Honor! But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know though it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co? No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could have easily heard the clock. Very well. Mr. Wright? Are you satisfied? No. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard the clock go off in the building next door.
Objection!
You have proof of that? She could not? Yes. Amateurs. Amateurs, listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she could if she really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter, with no direct bearing on the case at hand. I'm gonna smack you, Edgeworth. Indeed, objection sustained. Damn, time to switch directions, quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No. Your Honor, I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Oh, sorry, it couldn't have run. No, Your Honor, court members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question is rang. Because it's empty. The clock is missing its clockwork. Let's take a look right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Huh, huh. I picked the wrong option. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? That's all she cared about. Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. You, quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow he knew? I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is what exactly happened, Your Honor. You are also a big fat liar. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Yes, yes, yes. Ho, ho, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed was... Take that! Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Oh, look at me. Stressed. I love that. Love that for me. Be stressed. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Grumble. That good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for that big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you that the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5 at 9:27 a.m., good sir. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness ever arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how you'd known that the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What's that store again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defendant have any objections? Yeah. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Then, let's see it. Please produce the evidence that will prove this witness. It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and one of them isn't here. It's in the police custody. The one that isn't here is in the police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuses not on sale today? Oh? Oh, ho ho ho. The girl. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it and she should have... Oh, she should die for it. Die! Chill. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law and the witness will remain calm. Oh? Oh, silly me. Did I, like losing? I guess I did. Hee wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know that the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That's correct, Your Honor. There is no doubt there was no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me your evidence proving that she heard the murder weapon clock. Boom, it's a wiretap. Go! Let's have a look at this. Hehe. Found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, are you taping the victim Miss Maya's face phone? Were you not? Oh! Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can't. It's a simple. What? Here's my proof. Yeah. Are we not? We're just gonna disregard this again? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Maya, what's up? I haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I wanted to hold on for me. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. And that's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? And the defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. Oh. It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Oh my god, the fake tears. The fake tears. That did it. The courtroom's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't Tippy tapping her irrelevant? Gosh, she's saying exactly what Edger wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove that you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you were you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking like, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought of that. And of course I can and I will. You can be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's why I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Nope, it was wine. You were getting wine. Or champagne, whichever you want to call it. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. Iced coffee? You think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy and wink. Hey girl, my witness is not this on the scene of that at the time of the murder. Okay, listen, we're not calling her the murderer, we're just calling her a liar, okay? Where does that leave us? It is at my displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's phone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing to the current case, whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit the murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tell Miss May. Tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defendants have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. I forgot if I have to continue. We have to move on to the bellboy now. have to call? I don't know if there's anything else we can move on with. I think we have to. Oh. I think we have to continue with the bellboy. Okay. Call the bellboy. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you have something quite low enough already.
Objection!
Excuse you. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that Meyer tape had nothing to do with the killing. However, you agree to the one condition. I'll consent to this calling this. Okay, fine. Condition: if Miss April May's alibi is not called to question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent, and thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Maya Fey. That is my condition. I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on that spot. What should I do? Accept the condition. Alright. Got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Huh. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. You said wait too late. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. The music in this game is so good. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Thank you. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. The tea set looks rather heavy. So, without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the Watergate Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for iced coffee brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Receive a call after 8 evening from our guest. Precisely 9 then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely 9 p.m, sir. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought. Oh, bellboy, tea? I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. And therefore I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so peculiar about the time? What is exactly you do at the hotel? Anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests, I clean rooms, I make beds, I even deliver room service, sir. I checked in Miss May in personally. You're always so prim. Mr. Wright, I will refrain. You will refrain from asking frivolous questions.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked in Miss May personally. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them. Well. The point, oh god. The point being, I remember her quite well, sir. Yes. What then? I think I didn't do this one.
Hold it!
9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. And she was watching she was watching a program on the TV, and I wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9. The time of the murder?
Hold it!
Are you sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. And as in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. So how come you're very certain? Well, when I brought it to the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. Oh god, girl. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? It is French for kiss, sir. Not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is this it? Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather ridiculous cross-examination here. That was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I will... I think I'm gonna protest. Wait, please, wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Objection!
Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it. Now, this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Let's ask him about check-in. Tell me about the check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was beautiful, a beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was really a disappointment. So it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me? What exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without a charm, sir, but even I'd have a little chance with her. Even I'd have a little chance with her lover there. What did she say? What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
Objection!
I object. that was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the good Vassier there, Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I was specifically asked, sir. If I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Aha! Liar. Void of fibs. He's a void of fibs, but I love him anyway. You fool! He is the void of fibs. I've done it. I've won. April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who, Mr. Wright, is this? Who is this other person? Simple. It was the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oh. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself was an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. Maru, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man of this court from this court. Yeah, the boy, the fibs. I still love you though. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough! The court acknowledges the defense argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Heck yeah, survived. We survived. Part 1 of this trial. Christ Jesus. September 7, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sends shivers down my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyways? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charm won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this is a case far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran right, but was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya May doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. And that's where will call it a night. Good job, part 1, guys, of this trial and episode. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. I would like to wish everyone again a happy new year. And thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, paalam at la rosa, game on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.